I'm back. Sorry for the delay. I have a great show for you this evening. Tonight we're going to be answering the question, is it wrong to only want to date rich guys? Now, the way I see it is that you have choices. We all make choices in our life. And all of those choices are defining paths, okay? It defines us. Our choices define us. You can choose the paths you want to go down in life. For instance, start from your early childhood. And when you're in school, grade school, whatever, you choose your electives. The purpose of those choices is to help you decide where your interests are. Okay? So that maybe you can find a path for your adult life where your interests most align. Some people go down the road of, theater and music, whatever. Other people want to do, more analytical stuff. I was one of those people. I chose math and science, whatever. Put my phone down. I chose math, science, whatever. That was my sort of path. Now, at first, in your young life, you don't know a lot of things. That sort of helps you kind of pick a major in, high school, maybe college, whatever. Kind of find out or if you have a vocation, that's another thing. You can choose a vocational thing. Now, what that means, and later, when you graduate high school, let's say, if you graduate high school, which is also a choice, but let's just assume you do. If you graduate high school, then you can also make a choice. You can choose to have a job right out of high school with whatever you're qualified for, and then you can choose to go to college, or like I said, some vocation, something like this. Now, those are choices that will define your life. For instance, if you go down the route of vocation, you learn about plumbing, let's say. It's very likely that you'll end up being a plumber, and then that plumber job or career, let's say, which is a good job, to be honest, can just be your whole who you are. You just are defined by, you're the plumber. Call Andy, the plumber. He's great. He's the guy. You're the guy. You're Andy the plumber. Or Alice the plumber. Whatever. All right. So then, or you can choose to go to college and then pick a major. And then based on that choice, you have major, where you land when you finish college is sort of where your career orientation may take you. Some people, switch fields, switch games or whatever, but not really. For the most part, you graduate with what you chose in college, and then you go and sort of pick a career or whatever after that. My point is that you make choices in your life all along the way. Now, you can choose to, and that also includes, most importantly, who you choose to be with. That's probably the most meaningful and impactful decision of your life, is who you choose to align yourself with. Now, you can choose somebody that you imagine or think or have been convinced of has all this potential. Potentially, he's going to be great. Okay? And he might be, potentially. All right. You can choose to date a man that his family kind of has a legacy of being great. Whether he shakes out or not, who knows? God. Who knows if he's going to shake out to be great or not himself. But, his dad's, a board member of the Johnson & Johnson, company. And his dad was a Nepo baby, and his dad was a Nepo baby. And it's likely that son's going to be a Nepo baby too. So you could choose to date that guy. Or, you can choose to date the musician, the guy with the motorcycle, the guy with the leather jacket, whatever. That's a choice. But you might choose if you choose the wrong guy, one is a lifetime of cutting coupons, cleaning up after them damn kids, not getting appreciated at home. And then the other one is a choice. Another choice could take you down the path of, a wet nurse, a daytime and a nighttime, housekeeper. 2 or 3 vacations a year. You know what I'm saying? And that's a choice too. So choose wisely, folks. So I'm not saying money isn't everything, but I am saying that a wet nurse ain't cheap. All right. I am saying that a nice, safe car isn't cheap. All right, an extra one. You know, I am saying that soccer practice ain't cheap. Tennis lessons aren't cheap. College tuition isn't cheap. All right? Special interests aren't cheap. Private lessons in private school isn't cheap. And so choose wisely. What's your future going to look like? All right? Because let me tell you, I try not to be a pessimist, you know. It's so easy for me to be a pessimist. Some people disguise pessimism as realism or whatever, but I've lived a life. I look at things kind of how they are. And for me, it's either you have it now or you don't. And if you're talking to somebody and they're trying to convince you or trick you, I don't know, of their potential, and you're hopeful, maybe you want to be hopeful, and you want to be like, yeah, oh, he's got a good head on his shoulders, good looking guy, he's got so much potential. Let me tell you what happens if they don't realize there's that potential. You know what's going to happen if they don't realize their potential? They blame you. Do you know that? When you date guys for potential and then they don't realize their potential, and most of the time they won't, because, you know, it's just the odds are stacked against them. You know, most of them won't realize their full potential because of all kinds of things. All kinds of things. Whatever. Who cares why? But I promise you this. The guys that don't reach their potential that you imagine they have, or that they have convinced you that they have, they're going to blame you anyways. Okay? So, choose wisely. Because you can choose a lifetime that's, you know, not worried about how we're going to keep these lights on. Or you can choose somebody for potential, and potentially your life might potentially be fine. All right? But you can't pay for trips to the Maldives with excuses, man. That shit's expensive. All right? So, choose wisely. All right? Hello, everyone. I got blamed for the weather. Yeah, that's right. They're gonna blame you anyways. If they don't get that promotion at that job, if their business venture falls apart, if they're if you guys are struggling between bills, the pressure's on. You know, it's hard. You're losing sleep at night. Some of y'all get in debt, whatever, and then they're throwing up in the backyard secretly or whatever it is because it's insurmountable. They're gonna blame you for holding them back, you know. And here's the thing about men is that they just want you as you are. They just want you because you're a woman. They already want you. They want you while they're poor. They want you while you're rich, and everything in between. So you don't really have to do much, to be honest. You gotta be pretty. You gotta show up, of course, but you don't have to do much besides that. They already want you. Okay? Take care of yourself with a light beat and some dry shampoo. They're gonna want you anyways. You know what I mean? Can't go out there looking like little rat girl. Fine, but besides basic fucking grooming, my God, they're gonna want you as you are. So you can just choose the guy that's already got his life together and some stuff to show for it, or you can let the guy that has so much potential convince you that one day it'll be great. Choose wisely. All right? I learned my lesson. I hope you do. I'm here to save your lesson. I'm like the ghost of Christmas future. Trying to save you from this shit. All right? I'm trying to save you, folks. Hello, folks. Okay, opening up the floor. Captain Save a Girl, yeah, that's right. Oh, man. So, can you muss up your hair? Maybe after the show. Maybe after the show. After our date. Maybe. Much love from NYC. Hello, guys. I'm in LA. Good to know you guys are from all over. I wish you could just choose someone for me. I trust your decision. I wish I could too. I'll point him out for you. I'll point him out for you. I'm actually going to do that. You know, Sheer and I are going to do that, right? She's going to be back soon. We're going to be talking about this soon, but Sheer and I are going to do something for y'all. I'm going to point him out for you. I don't know if Sheer's going to commit to that per se, but she'll definitely be there. But I'll point him out for you. I'm going to do like a little thing in LA for you guys. All right? If you're interested in that thing in LA, little ball. It's going to be a grand ball, actually. Put on your most prettiest dress and come. Click the link in my bio. Let me know you're interested, and somebody will be in touch. Okay? Do you coach men? I've been coaching men this entire time. Somebody earlier said, do you do red pill content? And I guess that means content for men, I guess. Here's the thing, guys. I've been saying, doing these lives for 5 years, and I've been talking to men this entire time. I hope they listen. I'm literally giving men the game. I got a lot of women asking me questions because y'all curious, all y'all nosy, and I get it. All right, y'all so nosy. But this isn't straight up. Men should just listen to what I'm saying. I hope they listen. I hope men are listening still. Try to put them on. Get your money up, man. Like, that's the game. The whole time, I've been saying that for 5 years. My God. Used to? What do you mean used to? Still am. The fuck? What are you drinking, sir? This pink Alani. Normally, I don't even put people on game like this, but Alani pays me, so they give me free of these. I love them too. Straight up. I'm not even like trying to sell these or nothing, but like these, the pink one tastes like, you guys remember Starburst? I like them. Hello, guys. There, energy drinks, yeah. I don't know if that's good for you though, but nothing like Red 40 to get me going in the evening. Okay, how do I attract my ex? You know how to attract your ex? I'll tell you how. Here's how you attract your ex, guys. You just simply post stories of you outside. If your ex, if you want to know how to get your ex back, just start posting stories of you being out behind a DJ booth or whatever. That man would come back in tears. The thought of thinking about you with another man and have him in tears, my God. Show him two can play at that game. show him that two can play at that game. All right. Some of y'all trying to block them and hide them from your stories. You got it backwards. You should show them. You should put them on your close friends and show them. Because once you got that green circle, everybody's checking that shit. He sees you in the passenger seat of a Lamborghini, and you're on your close friends. That man will be blowing you up. That's how you do it, folks. Add your ex to your close friends sitting in the passenger seat. He'll be texting you in short order, let me tell you. All right? That's how you win the breakup. I'm petty as hell. I don't know if you guys know that about me. Thanks for the gifts, guys. Appreciate that. That's cool. I like seeing that. Never got gifts before. Okay. Okay, let's see here. How's the weather where you're at? It's actually pretty cloudy today. It's not the best. Should clear up. It's a little cool for in LA. I don't like it as much. I posted being in a Lambo makes them burn. That's right. Any advice for attracting a high value man? You guys got to put yourself where high value men are. That's a big point. That's the point. Y'all don't even need to like date for money. Just put yourself where money is and then date for love. There's handsome guys that just put things together themselves or inherit some stuff from somebody. There's always that. Just put yourself where the successful people or the rich people are. That's it. Just be there. That's what it's like for women. Just be there, be present. Be at the place they're at. And that's it. Which is where I don't know where you live. If you live in Kentucky, how should I know? What are you talking about? Do this, okay? Imagine in your city where they are. I bet you have a pretty close approximation to where they are. You could guess. You and your mom have already spoken about this ad nauseum. Get yourself a country club membership. It's worth the price. All right? Get some time on the paddle court. Okay? Inference for yourself, folks. God, I have to do everything for you. He left me for his mother. Listen, I've seen that. Like, I was raised by a single mom. I get that. I would say that I'm close enough to my mother, but appropriately close. I've seen videos and stuff of like moms walking their sons down the aisle and stuff and kissing them on the lips and stuff, and that just seems strange to me. I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with like close families or what have you, but some of y'all kissing your grown-ass men on the lips that are your children seems just... what's happening? I predict that mother-in-law is going to be living in your house in a few short years. Barking orders. So, if they're kissing their boys on the lips, maybe not. Maybe rethink the marriage. Oh, maybe just, what am I signing up for? How should I act now? Act a full Apple user. No way, not on the lips. I know, that is weird. It's weird to me too, seeing that. Hello, guys. How do you handle feelings of obligation if a guy spends money for you? Look, guys are already going to spend money on you anyways. They're going to offer to spend money on you anyways. You get what I'm saying? They want to. If a man doesn't want to spend money on you, he doesn't see you as an investment, and he's just using you anyways. Guys spend money on girls they like. If a man likes you, he'll spend money on you. And if he doesn't like you, he won't spend money on you. That's it. Men look at it as an investment. The more money they put in, the more they think that they're committing to that relationship. That's straight up the way it is. And so you don't need to feel obligated. That just comes with the deal. All right? For a man that likes you. If he doesn't like you, him investing in you is a sign that he likes you, and you should just take that as a good thing and appreciate him back. That's it. You don't have to feel obligated. There's plenty of guys that are, willing to spend money on you. Just feel obligated to the person you want to be obligated to. That's it. He's 33 with his parents, lost his car recently. He's 33 living with his parents, lost his car recently, has no savings, and thinks he's the prize. Alex, the prize to who? Who are you the prize to? Is it because his mama that he lives with at home kisses him on the forehead and says, "You're such a prince, such a prize prince"? What do you mean? What are you talking about? Prize to whom? He's prized to his mama for sure. That's probably why he lives at home. So somebody can tell him so. His mama's probably not doing him any favors. He's too grown to be treated like that. I mean, when you're a toddler, that makes a lot of sense. But you're 33 years old living at home. Why are you still commending them for that? You know? You should be pushing your grown-up boy out of the house. Less GB, the prize for no one. The fuck? Girl. Hello. Hello, Russell. I'm interested in a doctor. I'm his assistant. He's shy, sweet, and kind. Should I make the first move? God, that almost sounded like straight out of an adult film. Did you guys hear that, the way I said that? Listen, Sarah. I'm not saying the birds do it and the bees don't do it. All right. The birds don't do it and the bees don't do it, okay? But usually I skip this part. Listen. Some man marrying his assistant or whatever is a tale as old as time. Okay? Not saying it's not saying it's not possible. Okay? All right? Y'all working close together, spending a lot of time together, feelings do develop. But you better check to make sure that man doesn't already have a family. That's the thing about those doctors. They got these big egos and already a family. Okay? So if you're not home wrecking, just report that shit to HR. And then, live your life. Sounds fine to me. Okay. Here you go. Answer some questions here. Would you say that every man comes back? No, but a lot of them do. Most of them will find out how hard it is getting back out there. There's nothing more confident than a man that has a girlfriend or a wife at home. They'll be out there so confident like they can get any woman when they got a woman at home waiting on them. But when they go out there and start fending for themselves, they go, oh, wow. This was a lot harder than I thought it was. I forgot. And then they hit their head against the wall a few times. A couple weeks goes by, and they didn't with no luck. And then they go, man, I'm missing my Pookie. Let me call that girl back up. And by then, you've already got all your cries out, and you've already, free as a bird, whatever. So, fastest way to get over someone, get under someone else. You know what I mean? It's a lot harder for guys, though. How do you know these things? Living a life, common sense. It's getting dark in here. Hang on, let me turn on a light or something. If I can get some lights going in here. Something like that. Blast myself out here. Let's see. There we go. There we go. There we go. Good. Where was I? I'm back. Getting a little dark. Literally common sense. Yeah, whole platform's built on common sense. That's right. He's a little stingy on spending on me. Listen, guys. I have hair in my face. Jeez. If he's stingy now, he'll be stingy tomorrow, and he'll be stingy the next week, and the next month, and the next year. Let me tell you something about stingy. Stingy doesn't get better as you move along. Stingy gets worse. If you marry a stingy man, do you think that wedding is gonna unlock his generosity? Do you think that's what's gonna happen? Let me tell you something. It gets worse and worse and worse. Next thing you know, you guys are just saving penny pinching. He could have, and this guy could be rich. The thing is that stingy has nothing to do with how much money a man has in the bank. Stingy has everything to do with the scarcity mindset. Like they're afraid, you know? And so that man can be a multi-millionaire and so stingy you won't squeeze one red cent out of him. I promise you. You guys will be doing the budget in no matter where you go. You guys are gonna be staying across from the resort off the freeway. You know, you're never gonna get the top tier vacations. You're gonna get the budget versions. It doesn't matter how much money he has. All right. And if that's a lifestyle that you want, fine. But the problem with that is that you pop out kids with a stingy man, you're gonna have stingy children. Those children are gonna be stingy too, and then they're gonna victimize some other poor unfortunate soul. And generationally, the next rung of human existence are also gonna be stingy with some other person. All right, and do you want that on your conscience? Do you want to live that way? You see, you could have stopped that now, but now instead of just breeding more stingy into the world, because you learned that shit from your parents. So if you have an opportunity to squelch that now. Oh man, stop it, folks. You don't need that on your conscience. You got to go before the Lord one day. Okay? Yeah, you're multiplying that. That's not good for anybody. Man, I missed you. I'm back, folks. I'm a 10 out of 10, but men don't approach me. Why? You got to get out there now. I bet you that you don't get out there as much as you should. A lot of women just want to sit at home like they're Rapunzel. Think that some man's going to just ride up on a steed and say, let your hair down. Poof. Marriage. You got to get out there. You can't just be sitting at home wearing the same juicy couture pants as yesterday. All right. You got to put yourself out there enough to create opportunities for yourself. Men will present offers as long as you're out there with a light beat, peep toe pump and the short skirts. A man will present offers to you. All right? Is 50 too old? For what? Is 50 too old for what? Do they still make Juicy? I'm not sure if they still make Juicy, but that doesn't mean you still don't have a pair of Juicy on right now, watching my live. You might be on the couch right now in your Juicy Couture pants that they don't make anymore. Trying to help you folks. Oh, I knew it. I knew there was a hair flying in my face. I could see it. Y'all gotta tell me. Let's see here. They're selling at TJ Maxx. See? That's right. Oh wait, that's a good one. He's a 45-year-old married politician who invested $30,000 in my business. Should I keep him? Oh, okay. I think what I'm reading is that you're like the girlfriend, It's like pretty common tale too. You got the girlfriend that lives in an apartment across town. You got your wife in Rhode Island or New Jersey. And your family in New Jersey, and then you got your girlfriend in an apartment in, Midtown or something like this. That sounds like that's what you are. You're the mistress or whatever. Now, y'all don't, if you, far be it from me to know the arrangement this man has with his wife or whatever. Okay. So maybe, she turns the other cheek kind of deal. But let me tell you something. Men are not going to be leaving their wife for you. All right? So if he's giving you money and you're cool with that, and his wife is obviously cool with that, fine. Run your little business or big business, whatever you got. If he's investing in you and giving you money and everything's fine with him and his wife or whatever, which also is not your business, then fine. You got no commitment on your part. That's not your problem. All right? A married man, okay, I gotta answer the subscribers first. Hang on. What's up, Melody? Okay, a married man never leaves his wife for his mistress. That's right. They'll never leave the wife for the mistress. They'll like try, they'll tell you. You see that in movies. I left her. I finally left her. Men don't ever leave their wife for the mistress. The wife finds out and then kicks him out of the house, and then he calls the mistress and says, "I'm leaving her for you, honey. I did it. I finally did it." No, he didn't. He got caught. He didn't leave her for you. He got caught. And then now he's just trying to spin it to you like it's some romance. Wrong. He could have left that woman 6 months ago, but he didn't. He just got caught. He was in the shower one day, left his phone unlocked or whatever, he got caught lacking, and then he got busted, and now he's calling you like it's some fairy tale. Wrong. That's not what happened. They never leave the wife, no matter what they say to you. Wife gets a bag in the end. Yeah, probably. If he can afford a mistress, then likely the wife is going to get a bag in the end. Yeah, that's how it goes. Why do they never leave the wife? Because they got a family with that woman. You don't know what they've been through. Men marry their mothers too. Did you guys know that? That men marry their mothers? Oh, some of y'all act like you don't know. Listen, you think he might have fun with the mistress or whatever, but he's married to his version of his mama. All right? He ain't leaving that woman. I hate to break it to y'all, but he's never going to leave his mama. All right? You are just a side piece. And that's a cool place to be sometimes. If you like that lifestyle, you're not ready to commit to something, that's cool. Not much work, commitment, fine. Enjoy the fruits of that quasi relationship, all right? But for most of y'all, if y'all want him to leave, that man is not going to leave his wife, I promise. Russell, any advice for working 3 career paths at once? Guys, that shit never works. Pick one thing or one sphere that's the same thing and just go into that, hyper focus. 3 things at once. You guys know what it takes to run a fucking business and make real actual money. It takes so much. There's constantly bad things that happen every day. There's constant trouble, drama, internal, external, whatever. There's people that come after you that want what you've got or more. There's also people next to you that are envious of you and hate that you exist and are plotting and scheming beside you. There's people that will steal from you. There's so much. The government's coming to get your money. It's literally a battle on all sides. And you want to do 3 different things at the same time? You're just not going to have the energy for it. It's impossible. Do one thing, do that reasonably well that you can have enough time to step away from that with light monitoring, then focus on another thing, then focus on it. That's how it goes, one at a time. If you do 3 things at once, you get nowhere. All right? There's really awesome ways to make money now, though, on TikTok and stuff. People are making a lot of money on TikTok doing lives and like this, but not really like this because I don't make money on these lives. Look at how many gifts I get no gifts. So it's not like I really make money on these lives. I do this because I think it's fun. But there are ways to make money on TikTok, like the TikTok shopping thing is like huge right now. It's huge. This whole QVC thing, it's money. I can show you how to do it if you want. DM me on Instagram. I'll help you. What if a guy is 3 years younger? Typically, I think that women should date older. Just date older. It's nice when they can like teach you stuff. They've lived a life and they can teach you stuff. That's dope. That's like better for you. It's just someone you can look up to. If you're like feel like you're ahead of this guy in some way, hang on. There's like a fire truck going by. Hang on a second. I hate talking and then the siren drowns me out. How am I supposed to clip that? What about interracial dating? Guys, interracial couples make the most beautiful kids. Are you kidding me? That perfect skin. What? What about it? Y'all want your kids to have a leg up? Interracial. What do you mean? They look great. If I date older, it's 50 years old, I'm 46, and I'd rather date younger. Well, despite the obvious implications, I got to be a little bit more PG on my lives. I get in trouble sometimes saying some too much adult stuff, but I get it. I understand why you want to date. You're 47, you want to date a little bit younger because then there's no need for the medication. That's all I can say. I get it. Just date yourself a spry guy, Like I said earlier, go to the country club, get you somebody that's still on the course like this, moving. No knee braces, just you don't have to worry about it so much. It's a pretty good bet that things are still working. You know what I mean? No walkers, ladies, that's right. At what age does a man mature? That varies. I know plenty of men in their 40s that still act like Peter fucking Pan. My God. It depends. It depends on where they're at in their life. And that's another thing. If that man isn't ready, there's nothing you can do to make that man ready. No matter what. You could, short of saving his life, and even then, you're not going to make that man be ready to commit to you. All right? That's just the way it goes. And it's unfortunate because some of y'all will date a man for 8 fucking years, and then 8 years will just go by, and now you're just 8 years older, and then y'all break up over the dumbest reason, and then he's already, and then in 6 months' time he's engaged to the Hooters girl. Yeah, and you go, what do you mean? And here's the other thing. Men are perfectly willing to drag you along that entire time, knowing good and well he's never going to marry you. He's not even consciously aware of like your biological clock or any other clock for that matter. And also, they don't owe you that. So you need to protect yourself and your time and your interest. If this isn't working for you and you stay, whose fault is it? All right? Lay your options out. Yeah, that's right. You should open up your DMs on Instagram and just show them. Lay your options out. Say, look, here are my options. Still going. Still going. Show them. Lay your options out. Let them know that being with you is a choice for me. Like that. Then I'll have some decisions to make. You know what I mean? All right? My ficus tree might be attracting gnats or something. Might have to do something about that. Okay. Hello, guys. Let's see here. Thanks for the gifts, guys. Okay. Make it a competition. That's right. Yeah, refer to my previous statement. Make it a competition. That's right. Let's see. Are long distance relationships worth it? Long distance relationships are fine if you're okay with the fact that they're gonna have a secret girlfriend wherever they are. So you should just have a secret boyfriend. I promise you, ma'am, 9 times out of 10, 9.9 times out of 10, he's got a girlfriend you don't know about. That hoe or whatever. So, fair game. All right? You can have your local boyfriend and your emotional support long distance relationship. You guys have those men that aren't really there for you emotionally. You can have the one you talk to on the phone at night, and then you can have your local boyfriend. That's cool. Nobody needs to know. He's certainly not telling you about his local girlfriend. Some of y'all need an emotional support boyfriend, so when you need a break from your other boyfriend. Maybe there's paperwork for that, you know. So if you ever get caught talking to your emotional support boyfriend or whatever, you can just pull out the paperwork and be like, my doctor prescribed this, I don't know. I need this. So I'm gonna have a nervous breakdown. Can't talk to you about anything. I got a prescription. I'm prescribed this. My doctor says I need it. Oh. You have your boyfriend at home and your emotional support boyfriend. Get the paperwork. Make sure it's legal and whatever. Get it notarized. And if he brings it up, just pull out the paperwork and say, excuse me, I have a permission slip. My therapist says I need it. Now what? I have a medical condition. All right? Now let me shop in the grocery store in peace. God. Get a referral. That's right. That's right. That's right, Sarah. Why do men ghost? I'll tell you. Men ghost you because they think they can do better than you. That's it. That's the answer. If they didn't think they could do any better than you, they wouldn't ghost you at all. They'd be all over you constantly. All right? So, two can play that game. Add them to your close friends and show them what your dating life is like. Oops, didn't mean to do that. Let them see it. You'll watch Casper materialize in an instant. He'll be like, wow, we're really, this is what you're going to do now? Oh. I didn't do this. You're the one who disappeared. What? I always put my people that I don't really talk to anymore on my close friends. Show them. Make it a competition. These sirens. Is it another fire? What is happening? Sorry about that. Okay. Hang on. Melody says, I want my husband to accept the divorce, and he doesn't want to. Well, that's a lawyer issue, Melody. Can't force you to be married to him anymore. You see. So bring it to the lawyers. Let them handle it. That's literally all I do. Lawyers going to handle it in due time. They'll get served. They'll do all the things they got to do. Otherwise, too much stress. Get yourself an emotional support boyfriend, and let the lawyers handle the rest. All right? Hello. Are you looking in a mirror? No, looking at the phone. Let's see here. Have you ever been married? No. When are you holding the mixer? Okay, June time frame. Probably mid-June. There's no date selected yet. I am throwing a big ball with Shira. Shira 7, if you guys know her, the sprinkle lady. She's a good friend of mine. We're doing a gala on in mid-June, and if you're interested, we're still drumming up interest. See who all is interested. The list is getting kind of big, to be honest, but it's okay. It's going to be in LA. If you can bring yourself out here to LA, get yourself here in June, wear your most prettiest dress. Shira and I will be there, and we're going to host a mixer. I'm going to bring some of my rich friends, and we're bringing a lot of men, of course, because we got a lot of women coming, of course. If you're interested in attending that, it's not going to be free. Just straight up, I'm going to be honest with you, it's not going to be free. But if you want to come to something like that, and it's a very classy mixer. Somebody sign up on the link on my URL, and somebody will be in touch, and we'll get you set up. I will introduce you guys to some cool people. Let's put it that way. What are the age brackets? That's a great question. We're ironing out those details, but it's going to be a bit of a mixture. Formal, yes, formal. Is 2 years too long to be dating? No, not necessarily. Here's the thing. Some of y'all want to jump into a marriage right away, and I get that. I get the agenda, all right? I get that. But listen, guys, folks. Some of y'all, you don't even know who a person is until at least 2 years. You know? Like, things change. And like 2.5 years is when you really start to get a grip on this person. You know what I mean? Like, y'all get married before 2 years, I would caution you, because they're still wearing the mask. You know, you don't even know who this person is. You haven't even seen what he looks like without his beard yet. What if he shaves his beard and it's like this? Looks like one of those fish, you know, with the lights in the front. What do they call those? Anglerfish or anchorfish, anglerfish. What if he looks like he shaves his beard? It looks like this, all one piece. You don't even know. Is that what you want? You want to date an anglerfish? You need at least a couple more years than that before you commit a lifetime. Because if things go well, you got another 40 years of this shit. All right? So don't be so in a hurry. You don't know. You might be dating an anglerfish. I think that's what they're called. I don't know. You get what I mean. Look like this, without a beard. Where are my socks, honey? Is that what you want? That's what you're going to get. You better find out what he looks like without that beard. Some of y'all have been dating a man who has been wearing a hat since y'all met him. What's it look like under there? Got to pop the hood on that thing. See what? Check under the hood on it. Make sure. You don't know what you're getting into. You could be dating an anglerfish. I don't understand why you watch those shows. I just don't get it. You always ask me to fill your water up before bed. Is that what you want? You better check. Check. Have him shave the beard and take that hat off. Just see. One time. Take the risk. It's worth it before you tie the knot. All right? Oh, man. Will you be at the gala? Yes, of course. Put it together. My God. What do you think? I'm not going to go? My own party? I've never missed a good party. Hello. Let's see here. Are you gay? No. Are you Jewish? No. Do I look? I don't even think I look Jewish, but maybe. I'm not Jewish, nor am I gay. Nothing wrong with being gay, just I'm not. Let's see here. Introduce us to your rich friends. Yeah, that's the whole idea. Click the link in my bio, and we'll see if I can help you out. At the party, I'm gonna do a big party, big mixer. So, Mormon? Nope, not Mormon either. God, what a bunch of left field guesses. Do I text a guy first if he told me to text him when I'm back in town? Listen, I don't know what kind of princess of a man you're talking about. But if he's asking you to text him first, like asking you to take the initiative because he's too prissy or whatever, not to, I suggest you don't. Unless you want to buy his manicures and whatever else, slide your credit card under the table at dinner, fluff his pillow at night, whatever. Is that what you want? Because that's what you're going to get if you text that man first. All right? I used to do that. Yeah, see? That's what happened. You texted him first, and then that's how it starts. You text him first, and the next thing you know, you're sliding your debit card under the table at dinner. If you text that man first, one day you will be at dinner, and you're going to slide your debit card under the table, and he's going to pretend like he's paying for dinner. All right? Even though we all know that his name's not Sarah. The waitress knows too. You think she doesn't check? She's going to look at this grown man and then go back to the kiosk and look at open the bill like this and look at the credit card, and it's going to say Sarah Myers, and she's going to swipe it and then go back to the table and hand it to very clearly an Andrew. Let's be real. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for coming. And both of y'all, all of y'all, good and well know that his name's not Sarah. Who's he trying to fool? Himself? So that's what's going to happen. If you text him first, he's going to end up pretending he's Sarah. And you're going to be drier than the Sahara, let me tell you. Because there's nothing that turns a woman off more than just sliding her credit card so he can make believe he's paying for it. Is that what you want? Because that's what you're going to get. That's what it's going to be, folks. So text him first at your own peril. All right? Okay, folks, that's my show. Thanks everybody for joining me. We'll see you guys again next time, Tuesday. All right. Thanks everybody for being here. We'll see you over on Instagram. Oh, I gotta verify who I am first. Hang on. Wait, it's gonna ask me to verify. Fill out the puzzle. Okay. Thanks, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.